Welcome back, viewers. You are still tuned into Prime Live, and today is all about celebrating people who are doing the most when it comes to the arts and the culture space. And I'm super excited to welcome in studio with us tonight Papi Sathekge, who is in the community, in culture and in activism. He is a visionary and multifaceted leader, as well as a change maker in South African arts and culture. Now, from his roots in the Diepsloot township, he has established himself as an absolute force for creativity, as well as for community involvement and community change as well. He is also the founder of his own theatre production and the Diepsloot Arts and Culture Network. He has proven and paved the way for countless of individuals in the space of art and culture. So do stay tuned for an insightful, creative and fun conversation into this incredible interview. But before we do that, for our viewers in the Durban region, it is time for you to break your fast, but please do follow your local azan in your local masjid. May Allah accept your fast, and please remember us all in your du'as. But without further ado, we will kick off our wonderful conversation this evening. Good evening. Thank you so much, Papi, for joining us on Prime Live.
Evening. Thank you a lot.
I mean, just from reading your bio, I'm so inspired by anyone who makes such a huge effort to put in so much of love, so much of passion into the arts and culture space. We know there are so many creatives that need a platform like this. But what I also want to talk about to kick off our conversation this evening is to talk about your passion for community-driven initiatives, as well as particularly in the Diepsloot township. Can you talk us through the journey and what inspired your journey in creating upliftment and creating community projects in this area?
Yeah, sometimes things found you along the way of life. It's something that you never discover about yourself when you grow. When I grew up, I just wanted to be an actor, just an ordinary actor on stage. You know, actors are different. There are actors that are on stage. Just wanted to be a theater practitioner, and that's it. But when you start writing production, writing things, you start to research on what things happening. And when I get to Diepsloot, I found a lot of issues that are in Diepsloot. And when you research those kind of things, you happen to write a script about it. And also you realize that I cannot leave them hanging. So that's how my theater and community activist has emerged. To say you cannot just go into the community and just see problems and say we're writing about it, we talk about it, so what? So it's about write about it, talk about it, put an awareness on it, but also on the other hand, try to see how you can assist or how you can help or how you can use the same methodology of theater to assist, because some of the issues, they don't just need money to pop in, they just need someone to address it. So when we get to the community like Diepsloot, you go on Google and Google Diepsloot, you will hear a lot of negative stuff about it. So just imagine myself who lives with that negative stuff on the community on its own. But there's no one who can come and change that particular community except me. And it takes one to change the whole community. And I believe that you know, I always give an example when I run sessions to say, I will give just everyone 300 people candles in a room, and with one stick of a matches, that I will light my own matches or my own stick with my own candle with the stick, and then after that I will light the next person. After the two of us will go and light another 2 candles. The 4 of us will go and lead another. That's how we change the community. Before we know it, the whole room is full of lights. So I believe that if I can be able to use the skills that I have to be able to change the community of Diepsloot, that will make better.
That's such a beautiful analogy. And I love that you have created this platform and space for people in the community. Like you said, there's so much of negativity that exists in communities all across South Africa, right? There's poverty, there's destruction, there's so many different issues that people are facing, social issues, environmental issues, and the list goes on. And your ability to create a safe space for for young people to encourage them to also dream of being actors, being playwrights, and also, like you said, more importantly, addressing those issues, giving them a platform to voice those issues, to create a much needed sense of awareness. I think it's such a beautiful thing that you've been able to create in the community, and it's so, so needed. I'm hoping that other communities who are watching us now will take inspiration from what you've done in Diepsloot and being able to, maybe start something in their community as well. I think it's not enough for us to complain about the problems in our community. Like you said, we need to light that candle and start that change. And you are the founder of the Arts and Culture Network in Diepsloot, which is incredibly impressive. And this focus has on a particular impact in terms of preserving African culture and traditions.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about why it's so important for us to preserve our culture, and why it's so important to, share that arts and culture network, and not just within Diepsloot, but to the countrywide, and in keeping tradition alive as well?
Look, I'm born in a very deep rural area down in Limpopo, Zanin, where the opportunities of arts and culture are not there. But still, we still have an opportunity to go into the open field and make dance, and also use what we call a sketch. When there's some event, we always used to do that. So when I came to Joburg, what I came for was to go to Soweto in Soyuka Institute of African Theatre and learn how to professionalize what I wanted to do. And the plan was to take that and go home in Limpopo after graduating, start something in Zanin in my own community. But because I spent 3 years in Diepsloot while I was traveling there, and then I started saying, but if I want to grow my profile, I need to grow it here before I can go home. So I need to network here, because when you are in a rural area, there's no network. And that's why the idea of the Diepsloot Arts and Culture Network was born, because we have to meet with other artists that are in Diepsloot to say, let's put together, let's try to work together. We are coming from different groups, we have different vision, but all of us, if we can come together in one space and try to see how can we assist one another. I am an actor, someone is a dancer, someone is an administrator. All of us coming in one space, we can be able to achieve one thing. That's why the idea of the Arts and Culture Network was born. But we are happy that during that talks and the talks with our peers, the city of Johannesburg during that time, under the leadership of Kaiser Kubeka, came on board and say, if you want an assistant, we are here. And there was a global studio, which is the universities that are coming from all over the country that are visiting communities. It happens that during that time of us wanted to register, the global studio was in Diepsloot doing their research, and they saw the passion that we have. They assisted us with ideas of building it together. Before we know it, we had more than 500 artists in our database. So I can tell you now that Diepsloot Arts and Culture Network, it has produced a lot of young people that are coming from the community. It's just a matter of trying to get an opportunity for that kid that is hiding somewhere in a shack, who cannot be able to reach a studio like this, who cannot be able to go to the SABC and so on, but get an alternative events that you can be able to make in the community. And then we establish what we call Diepsloot Arts in Action, which is our annual event that we make it in a form of a carnival, which is the street parade where dancers will be dancing on the street, the big costume will be on the street, modelers, and the exciting part about it, as much as people think our community is very dirty, but there are young people who use those things that you think is dirty to develop costume out of recycling material. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is to try to install a mind, a positive mind to a young child, to be able to think that whatever you throw on a street, I can take it and turn into something to wear.
Wow, I think that's so, so powerful. But before we let you go, please do share how our viewers at home or anyone in the creative space who wants to collaborate with you can get in touch with you.
Oh, yes. We are on our social media platform, because we I happens to, when we were working, we happens to get organization like Deep Street Youth Program, which is the program, the organization that also was established to assist young people in Deep Slot. So you can get us on that social media platform. It's called the Deep Slot Youth Program. And then the other thing that you can get us is Umtonje Voyage. It's a Facebook page. And also there's a page for Deep Street Arts and Culture Network. And my personal page is Papi Sathekge, and the other one is Papi Sathekge. And numbers is 081. Oh, my numbers are simple. They start with 0.
Okay.
081 862 and then my email is umtonje@gmail.com. So the other email, it will be dyp @.co.za.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Papi, thank you so much for joining us this evening and also for sharing your details. I'm sure and I really hope our viewers at home or anyone in a position of power that has the ability to collaborate with such an amazing initiative that you started is able to reach out to you and support the incredible work that you do. So thank you so much for joining us tonight and for sharing such an incredible initiative.
Thank you for inviting us.
Viewers at home, that was Papi from the Deep Sweat Arts and Culture Network. Please do reach out to them on their social media platforms to collaborate, to assist, and to be part of this amazing initiative that gives platforms and, accessibility to hundreds of artists who don't have the platform and ability. I think this is a wonderful community initiative, and I hope you took away some inspiration to make a difference in your community, be that lit candle and lighting other people's candles and creating that light and creating that hope and inspiration as Papi does in Deep Sloot as well. But please do reach out to them if you could assist this amazing project in any way or form. But on that note, it is time for us to head over to a quick ad break and we'll come right back.